Welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com. Yeah, James. Morning.
Woo!
Morning, sunshine.
Good morning.
Or afternoon.
What is time?
What is time anymore?
What is time?
We said we're going to start to go at high noon. High noon every day, Eastern time.
And we're so far sticking to it.
Yeah, 1 for 1 pretty much. Feel real positive.
Our track record is untouchable.
Yeah, 1-0.
Impeccable.
Some might say.
What are words? Do you know what I mean? Life is awesome. I was trying to come up with a little quarantine questionnaire for you.
Who is?
Later.
You
Me.
are? Okay. All right.
It's sort of like desert island type stuff, but it really applies.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm sure you are.
Let's get to some positivity to start the day here. With
Okay.
The COVID-19 deaths going down. When this first started, we were at a number somewhere 240,000 possible deaths.
Possible deaths that they were
Possible deaths.
projecting in the U.S. alone, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Just the U.S. alone.
And this was Faucheman, Mr. Fauci.
Fauci.
Mr. Fauci.
Fauci.
The Fauci.
The low end would have been 100,000 is what they were saying. That has been revised. Maybe, 4 days ago, they said, hey, guys, I think we can drop this down to under 100,000.
Yeah.
Great. Then it got revised. Now it's down to 82,000 as of 2 days ago.
Right.
Last
I thought it
night.
was 60.
Last
yeah.
night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they came on last night. We're on today. We're live every day with you on Drinkin Bros podcast on YouTube. Today we're happy to report it is down to 61,000 is what the projection is of the possible death rate for the coronavirus.
Which you can, realistically probably cut it in half because they have to go.
I wouldn't go that far. But
Not half?
I wouldn't say half, but
Well, they projected 240.
it might end up in the 40 range.
So I'm just going off of what their
but
projection percentage has been.
I think if you flatten the curve
Overage.
like you have, and look, I'm looking at the stock market right now as well.
Mm-hmm.
It is up currently at noon. And again, we are live on at noon. It's up 500 more points today. It is up to close to 4,000 points now in the last week and a half.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're getting on the other side of this. They're saying the peak could be Easter Sunday. So hopefully after that. Yeah, it'd be nice if things went back to normal. As of May, that's currently when our state is scheduled to reopen again, is May 1st. So I'm feeling a little more positive as these days keep going.
Yeah.
I don't feel as dreary as I used to. Now, New York's going through its own shit. I did not know that their transit system was still open. Subways in New York.
You want to just go ahead and point all of the
Oh, boy.
why their numbers are so high. I don't think. I mean,
yeah, and look, I understand everybody.
Why didn't Cuomo do that? That's insane.
I don't know, and it's like I understand all the Cuomo sexuals out there who love him and they love his brother, who's
the brothers Cuomo.
The brothers. You've now opened up a new thing, so I think it's going to be LGBTQC for Cuomo sexuals, and if you're diehard into Cuomo,
Sure.
That would be the first question I would ask him. Why? Why are you keeping the subways open? I've ridden those subways many times in New York City. That is,
I guess it's for the healthcare workers, though, right?
We bitch about all the time. If that is the case,
do you know what I mean?
You should have to show your badge of, hey, man, I'm going to work at the hospital.
Yeah.
Get on because right now they're showing the pictures every day of who is actually riding the train. It's a lot of homeless. It's a lot of people who are fucking.
Where are they going?
Well, here's the thing: if you're able to sleep, in a car, and just keep going back and forth all day.
Yeah.
Look, there's a lot of homeless that ride the trains. Same with Los Angeles. Los Angeles also still has their subways open. I did not know this until yesterday, and I was like, "What the fuck are we doing here?"
I've ridden the subway in LA a couple times. Have you?
I have, and so
it's not a big.
Hang on, the first few times.
It's never really crowded.
But the first few times I rode it, I was like, all right, I'm the only one in here. Then the last couple times I rode it, I was like, oh, shit, it's just me and a bunch of homeless people. Because it's a long ride back and forth.
Sure.
With not a lot of stops. So you're like, shit, man. Yeah, if I was homeless, I'd fucking do this. Same with MARTA in Atlanta. We have a rail system in Atlanta, MARTA. And, you know, if you're looking for a nice sleep, that thing goes far, like real far. So I would start with shutting those down if you're looking to knock down the death rates. If it's for the healthcare workers, I'm 100% for that.
Or
Don't put their lives in danger.
It's for the Ascension.
Yeah, for the Ascension, right? So whoever the Ascension is.
But that could be all different people, right? Like
couldn't be
bodegas, grocery stores.
Right, but it couldn't be people without jobs. So there should be something that states, hey, guys, come pick up this pass. Tell me what you do. Show this to get on the subway system. Because New York says they're not going to be open for a very long time, like June, July. They're looking at that time frame right now. This would really help cut down on that. So
oh my God,
you're
stuck inside, you guys, for summer in New York.
Good luck with that. You're not going to stop people from doing whatever the fuck they want. I can promise you that. I've lived in New York during heat waves. Good luck with that. But that should be the first question.
Can they all still go to the Hamptons?
The Cuomo sexual.
They
yes.
can, right?
Well, if you can afford a place in the Hamptons. The Hamptons isn't as big as you think it is.
I know, but they go there and either rent places or own places there, right? Because the city kind of clears out a little bit in the summer.
Kind of, but it's like
kind of, not
Carolina
really.
Beach.
That's how big it is?
Carolina Beach and Cary Beach
Have you been
combined.
to the Hamptons?
I have.
Oh, you really must go. So he's been to Paris? He's been to the Hamptons.
I got invited.
I've been to neither, so I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I got invited with somebody else. And
did you?
It did. And I was like,
were you at a white party?
I'm in the Hamptons now. I'm not going to say where I was, James. But I was.
Did you go to a white party?
I've been to a white party, yes.
Was it in the Hamptons?
It was not, actually. It was in Beverly Hills. It was Diddy.
Oh, wow, you guys.
Puff, as I like to call him.
Yeah,
Sean,
his isn't in the
him
Hamptons,
Sean, though. I call him Sean. But anyways, the Hamptons is very, very small and exclusive and all that other shit. I don't own a fucking house there or anything. I was invited with somebody else, so whatever. But that's not going to solve.
A girl?
Yes, a lady. It was a lady. I was in college. It was a lady.
Were you dating or were you guys just screwing?
Probably just screwing, you know.
Just having fun.
Yeah,
man.
living my life in New York City.
College, bro.
Doing stand-up at nights, you know.
No, we didn't need any more elaboration.
Oh, that's fine.
Just wanted to know.
Either way, it's small and exclusive, so that's not going to ease up the subway system of like, oh, don't worry about the New York in the summer. Everyone will go to the Hamptons. No, like.
I think that's why their numbers. No, I know, but I think that's why obviously we're seeing, because you're kind of like, in your mind, you know why New York has the highest numbers, right? It's just like the most dense city. Everybody's living on top of each other, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can't even staying at home. If you go down to get the mail, you've already, you know what I'm saying?
Coronavirus.
Yeah. Like, so.
Going to the grocery stores and all that stuff.
The subway can't really stop, right? You can't really force people to, like, New York is just a whole different beast. Like here, you can be like, the buses don't run. You know?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And look, there's
maybe they are. Are they running?
Yeah, the buses are running, I believe.
Here?
Public transportation, yeah, because there's still people that are essential. You know, you can't stop people from getting on a bus.
Okay,
you can't even stop people from giving them a fucking ID to vote, for Christ's sake. So you're not going to stop them from getting on a bus.
Okay, well then you can't stop the subway either.
Well, you could and you should. That's the point of all of this. You should stop the buses here. If you believe in it everywhere, shut it down. Shut it all down. Shut the buses. Shut everything down. If you're really trying to prevent it, then shut all the public transit down, because you know you can't control where other people came from. That Detroit bus driver who got coughed on and died 2 weeks later. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're putting their lives at risk. So why have a bunch of strangers that you've got to drive around all day? Like, shut it all down if you believe in that. No one has asked the Cuomo sexual that, and they should, because, you know, if you want to talk about the death rate peaking again in New York City, why isn't that the first question out of your mouth? Don't understand it. On the flip side of that, with the numbers going down, Trump's press briefings are starting to thin out more and more, because they're like, oh, I think CNN sees the end of this already, and they're just kind of like, well, fuck it. We're now down to asking President Trump about Tiger King, which is, to me, peak 2020, and also a good sign that this is probably the coronavirus is going to end soon. If you're asking about Tiger King during a press briefing
and keeping it light, kind of.
Yeah. Jamie, pull up that clip of Trump.
So one of the biggest rating hits of the coronavirus, aside from these briefings, has been a show on Netflix called Tiger King. Yeah. And the man who's the star of this is a former zoo owner who's serving a 22-year prison sentence. He's asking you for a pardon, saying he was unfairly convicted. Your son yesterday jokingly said that he was going to advocate for it, and I was wondering if you've seen the show and if you have any thoughts on pardoning Joe Exotic.
Which son? It must be Don.
Yes.
I had a feeling it was Don. Is that what he said?
You know which one it was.
I know nothing about it. He has 22 years for what? What did he do?
He allegedly hired someone to murder an animal rights activist, but he said that he didn't do that, and he was.
Do you think he didn't do it? Are you on his side?
I'm a reporter.
Are you recommending a pardon?
No, I'm not advocating anything.
As a reporter, you're not allowed to do that. You'd be criticized by these. Would you recommend a pardon?
I'm not weighing in on Tiger King.
I don't think you would. I don't think you would. Go ahead. You have a question?
I do like Joe Exotic.
I'll take a look. Is that Joe Exotic? That's Joe Exotic.
Let me get back to the coronavirus if I can.
Joe Exotic.
Oh, is that Joe Exotic?
Is that
Joe Exotic? Yeah, I'll look into it. First of all,
so good.
It was really funny, off the cuff. Some people were bashing that reporter today. Look, man, you're doing press briefings every single night at the White House. This has been going on for how many days? 37, 40 something days, whatever it's been. No one knows. And keep count anymore. I personally found it hilarious. It was a nice light moment within the White House. Reporters typically do not take anything like
joke at all.
They don't joke around with Trump at all. They used to with Obama, and they don't at all because they hate him so much. That was a light, funny moment, and it was also peak 2020.
It was peak 2020, but it also felt like they should all know that this arrangement with Trump and reporters, CNN, NBC, whatever, is mutually beneficial, right? And in my mind, I almost think that, like, behind the scenes...
Explain that theory.
Maybe they know this, right? So, like, the reporters know that they have endless stories because of Trump, and that their ratings are up because of Trump, right? And they always have something to talk about. And that he always makes it interesting. You know, like, as pissed off as they get or as whatever as they get, he makes it interesting.
Yeah.
And so maybe in this time, I would hope, when they're all in there together every single day talking about the same thing, that they maybe start to appreciate that Trump benefits from them and they also benefit from him.
Well, the only problem with that is this. Biden, in particular Biden, we'll get to him in a second here with what's coming down the pipeline for him. Biden doesn't have any opportunity, essentially, besides that podcast, to get out to the American people during a pandemic. He can't do meet and greets. He can't do rallies. He can't do anything.
Yeah.
Whereas Trump essentially gets to have his own rally every single night in front of the nation. And the more down to earth he seems in moments like last night, the more people like him. And like this clip has been universally like laughed at today and like loved of like, all right, cool, man. It was a nice moment of
just a little, right?
But I think it will be non-beneficial for Democrats if you showed who Trump really was like this. Because truthfully, if these assholes in the press just kept it light like this, or somewhat light, you know, not like everything was a gotcha moment, which is what the press has been trying to do for years and years and years now against him. If they kept it light like him, he really is kind of like that in real life, where it's just like, hey man, I'm cool, we're cool. I'm a dad. I'm the best dad at Father's Weekend at the fraternity you could possibly have. Like, the more moments you show of him like that, the more moments you would like him. The problem is he never gets asked shit like this. You never get to see like.
But I think it goes like gotcha journalism and give you journalism, where like he gives it to them every time they try and get him. So maybe they're finally seeing in this crazy world. Yeah. That like, you know what I mean?
And the ratings have been.
Now they're all hanging out in the room together and they're all like in this together.
The ratings. And
they are asking, you know, there's some people on here that was like, why the hell would he ask this? Da da da. It's like, because you didn't see the 20 million other questions that they asked him about
Correct.
the pandemic, about the
pandemic,
what he's doing, about the numbers, about the whatever that we've all been hearing every day. And I don't think there's anything wrong with just one different question.
Yeah, because, typically...
That's not the most important question, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I've watched a lot of these things, and they're all pretty serious, and you're all just hammering him with questions, and you're just like, come on, man. There's only so much one can do in a situation like this. Yeah. To me, and I know Dennis Quaid, also got hammered for this yesterday. To me, he's doing the best he can. No president has dealt with this, and look, according to the doctors, the numbers keep falling every single day. So clearly, whatever he's done is fucking working.
Well, I'd say what he has done is just put the right people in charge and finally listen to them.
Which is what a president
Which is what you do.
does. So
how he's been handling it, meh. I mean, I don't know. But he definitely put the right people in charge. That scarf, fun scarf every day.
Flirty
and
scarf. Yeah.
And Fouch.
Yeah.
Come on. They're going to take care of it. Yeah. Don't worry.
So, and that's what a president does, or the CEO of any company does. Put the right people in the right jobs at the right time and let them fucking do their job.
Exactly.
That's it. Now, Biden, on the other hand, since he hasn't been able to get his message out, again, we talked about his podcast being started. We went live yesterday when Bernie dropped out. We were just happened to be live on air, and we cut into the speech, and we were able to see that. What we weren't able to see was what was going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
For this, because it didn't make sense to me that during this pandemic, you would even risk people going out and voting for your bullshit primary yesterday in Wisconsin.
Right.
I think that was... Bernie said it was the final straw yesterday. I don't think it was necessarily. I think it was a way to kind of wiggle his way in and get something out of this. And that something, I think, is getting Elizabeth Warren in as his VP. There has been... So last night, it was confirmed that Biden and Sanders have been chatting behind the scenes for the last 3 weeks. Sanders has also been talking to Obama for the last 3 weeks. Everyone is saying behind the Democratic Party right now sits one man in Washington that everything goes through, and that's Obama. And Obama's got a house in D.C., which he has not left during this pandemic. He's been in D.C. this entire time. He owns a house there, right up the street from the White House.
Okay.
And he's been taking visitors and calls and all this shit. He's not supported anybody publicly, and he said he was waiting till the end of the primaries to shake out before he comes out. And then once he does, he's going to go on the campaign trail with Michelle Obama and try to secure the presidency for whoever the Democratic candidate was, as long as it wasn't Bernie Sanders. Now we know that it's Biden, right? Biden's in. Sanders not dropping out and trying to drag this out until the convention tells me it has to be Warren. I think the one thing that he is fighting for at this age, knowing that he can't run a third time, because God bless him, he fucking would.
Wouldn't
if he was alive, he would.
Yeah.
No, he cannot be vice president.
No, but does he want any kind of other
No, not at
job?
This age. Nope.
Okay.
And he cannot be vice president because he's too divisive, I guess you would say. It would be the polar opposite of the Democratic presidential candidate. I mean, him and Biden couldn't be any more fucking different.
Yeah.
So you can't have that as a VP.
No.
And I think Warren is socialist enough,
right?
Just enough, where you can appease both sides and try to get Bernie's fan base. Because if you don't get the young kids that were out there voting for Bernie, Biden has nobody young that is supporting of Biden right now.
Yeah.
I think that is the only way you can appease the Bernie bros, is by getting Warren in there as your vice president and getting that vote and trying to get people excited and sticking to your promise during that debate by saying, I'm going to have a female VP. I think that's it. I think that's the code.
How did they work together, though? Like
who?
Warren and Biden.
I think she's smart enough to know where she can push and where she can't. And I think all of them recognize Bernie. Bernie recognizes that if you want to change the Democratic Party, you've got to get somebody into a major office seat. and get some form of socialism out to the public, right? That would be Elizabeth Warren. And I think with Elizabeth Warren, she understands that she would be the first female vice president of the United States, and she's willing to give a little bit to put a woman in there because, let's face it, that's still historic.
Could she run at some point?
Yes. So,
but how old would she be and when would it be?
I think she's 60 right now, right? Or 61?
Okay.
Yeah.
That neck is
Google,
30. She has a neck of a 30-year-old, though.
Google Elizabeth Warren age. I believe she's 61.
I think she's a little older than 61, but she might almost be 70. Yeah.
So she's 70 right now. So, all right, if you look at it in these terms, right? Trump is.
And then how old is
Trump is going to be 73 or 74 coming up in this next term after he gets reelected. 74 is not a crazy age anymore. Like, it just isn't. When you start to get into your late 70s, that is. I think Biden really only goes one term. And he has said it himself of like, hey.
You're talking like you think he's going to.
What? No. This is the Democratic thought process, right?
Right.
Biden has said, I can only go one term. I've got to hire somebody in there who could possibly replace me if I die in office. That is Elizabeth Warren.
Right.
I think all of this together is what all of them have been jockeying for. And I think that was Bernie Sanders' final out last night by saying, look, I'm going to drop out because of the coronavirus and I can save face. I mean, it's a perfect time for him. He was just getting housed in the election anyways. That fucking primary in Wisconsin was meaningless anyways.
Sure.
And they're not even going to have the totals for another 6 days.
Yeah.
So who gives a shit? And I think this whole thing behind the scenes has been a jockeying between the three of them, Obama, Biden, and Sanders, so that somebody gets what they want. And if you look back at it, with Klobuchar and Pete dropping out, I think Kloby now slots into maybe AG, Attorney General,
right?
Because I believe she was one in Minnesota. Pete Buttigieg will have some position in the White House as well, if they were to win. And again, I don't think they're going to win at all, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
But okay. I'm just saying, I'm going through the thought process of what is probably going on behind the scenes here.
Right.
And then I think because he said, I want to put a woman of color on the Supreme Court, that would probably be Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
And that would replace RBG. RBG, I believe, is just holding on. And if she lives through this, God bless her. But if she doesn't, she's holding on long enough so that, she's hoping a Democrat will win and they can slot. She can choose, hey, great. I held on long enough. Now I can retire and then you can put somebody else in. I don't think she wants to die there on that chair. I just don't.
Okay. She wants to retire.
I think so. But she can't now because
for sure.
If they lose another election, then she doesn't have a choice. There's no way she can live to be 93 years old by the end of this. But I think her thought process, RBG's, is look, if a Democrat can get nominated, as soon as he's sworn in January, I can retire the next fucking day.
Yeah.
And then you can put in Kamala Harris. And I think that would appease all of the people that have been around this whole shit for this whole time on the Democratic side of thinking. Now, we'll see how this all shakes out. This is just my personal guess. But last night, it all seemed too convenient where I was like, man, I wonder what's going on behind the scenes. And then reading little rumors and sources and things like that from behind, I was like, all right, all of that would make sense.
Right.
Because I don't think Warren is a socialist as Bernie is, clearly.
No.
She's probably 60% of what Bernie is,
Yeah.
So that's my guess. And I wouldn't be surprised if they come out and announce that sooner rather than later due to the pandemic and how you're not able to get out and draw any form of media coverage. With the convention being pushed back till August now, my guess is you're going to have to announce this earlier and have people get behind it because you're going to need her to go out and speak.
Yeah.
As well. Because that's something she is great at, and Biden is not.
She is really.
So.
As much as we don't like her.
It's my guess.
She is very smart and quick.
That's my guess. Because, even after reading the numbers last night of the polls, all of these polls still have Biden beating Trump, which is totally false. That is not going to happen whatsoever.
Sure.
I don't even know who's writing these fucking goddamn articles about these polls. There's no way. And especially if Trump comes out of this pandemic under 100,000, after they sounded the alarms with 240, he's going to be an even bigger hero than he was before.
Right.
And even if he gets just an inkling that, man, I might lose because there's a woman on that ticket, see you, Pence, and he's going to slot in Nikki Haley and call it game over.
Oh, really?
It's my guess. It's my prediction. So I think when the numbers get there, that's what I would look for, especially if you think you're losing white suburban moms, and that's allegedly, according to these articles, who Trump is losing a grip on is that demographic. Congratulations, and throw Nikki Haley in there and go for another term, because nobody really gives a shit about the VP. It only matters if you're running against a current president, because you got to build the strongest ticket you have.
Right.
To go against the current president, Republican or Democrat, doesn't really matter. You're trying to build the most solid ticket you could possibly build. And I think for Biden, that's his only choice. And I think for Trump, if it gets close and their interior polls are like, hey, man, more women are heading over to Elizabeth Warren's side, then I think he drops the hammer and says, let's throw in Nikki Haley and call it a day. But that's me. That's me. But watching and reading all of this unfold last night was super interesting. I'm really fascinated in it, this jockeying behind the scenes and how it all goes and what everybody's promised, because it's so
very
much
Veep.
Yes, and it's so much different than real life, where you're like, oh man, I wonder if this happens and this happens, and then reading those articles and conversations, I was like, oh shit, I think it does, you know?
Yeah.
Because the head of the DNC, Tom Perez, that guy's a fucking dickless wonder. It would make sense that everything is going through Obama. He's still, by the Democrats, probably the most beloved Democrat. His book is coming out, I believe, this fall, because they're in the same imprint as we are for Matt's book. And we wanted to put ours out in between Michelle's and Barack's, because that will scorch earth anyways. Michelle's was the highest of all time, the highest selling memoir of all time. So, you know, if they put his book out right around let's say September, October, somewhere in there. Those are great months to sell a book, and then he's out on the campaign trail trying to help out fucking Biden. You can gain a lot of press from that. So we'll see what happens, especially if in that book he says Biden was fucking amazing when I was in there for 8 years. He'd be a great president.
Right.
And they're in the middle of writing it now, and they're almost done, and I know that for a fact. So I'm with the same publisher. So just looking at the long game here and the Rostradamus predictions, that's how I see it shaking out. And I think that satisfies everyone and all of their fucking bases. So that's what I was working on last night. Then I went out and dropped acid in the garage, and I made my own Russell Crowe beautiful mind stitch about how I can put a human dog head on a squirrel body. You know, just because I want to see a schnauzer head on a squirrel body.
Sure.
And that's kind of my nights, you know, in the quarantine.
A schnauzer head?
On a squirrel body, yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, right? On a squirrel body, just kind of running around.
Yeah.
Real top heavy.
Yeah.
You know, the opposite of a wiener dog, of a Dachshund.
Oh, that would be really cute.
Is it Dachshund or Dachshund?
Dachshund.
Oh, Dachshund. And then we dance.
A Dachshund.
The other thing I wanted to update you on is this guy, Tory Lanez, who's been on Instagram Live.
Yeah.
This guy, again, mediocre rapper, but super fucking entertaining on Instagram Live. He's figured out a system to, we were kind of fucking with it with Jamie here, one of our producers, of how to plug in a microphone to a computer so you can get full volume and nice camera quality and shit. Mm-hmm. His views have been going upwards of 350,000 to 400,000 going live. And Instagram is now shutting it down at a certain point. I don't know if they're overloaded, like their system's overloaded, or if the people that he's patching in, because you can't control whose video you're clicking on and what they're doing.
Yeah.
There was a mom on there, and I only found out she was a mom at the end of this video, who, you know, you can click in your audience of like, oh, hey, who's watching? Do you want to join? Mm-hmm. And they clicked her in, and she was twerking on a bed, kind of buck naked, turn over, and then put a Roman candle inside of herself, and then shot that out in a room. Now, the beauty of this is in her pussy.
Okay. A Roman candle.
Roman candle. Fireworks.
Okay.
Shot off.
That's a long one?
It's the long one, correct. There you go. It's Roman. It's the long one. When she rolled over off the bed, camera in hand, her child, maybe 5, 6 years old, was you caught the child in there. The laughter that was emitted from that around the world was amazing. Mm-hmm. I think they're shutting that down because once you go live, there is no time delay.
Okay.
There's no time delay. There's no regulations. Tory Lanez can't stop people from getting buck naked, shoving shit inside them. So
Got it.
But what are you going to do at that point? And I wonder what Instagram is going to do now, because I thought that feature was cool as shit. But even you and I, when we did it, we went live the other night and we patched somebody in. We thought he was jacking off.
Yeah, so like he was like had blanket over him and was looking down at the bed. We later found out that he was deployed or something and quarantined and was like trying not to wake up other people or something like this. But it got frozen on him being like that,
just like this.
And we were like, buddy, and it kind of was moving a little bit, and we're like, dude, are you fucking jacking off right now?
And you and I we're live on Instagram, and I
thought it would have been hilarious, but no, he just got
But it turns out the video had frozen and was just glitching up and down. So like this face of going like this up and down was just his glitch, and he was calling in from Afghanistan, and I was just like, because it was blacked out at night. He had a blanket over him, and I was like, oh man, that's really funny. Like, you just call in and then start jacking off. Like, that's amazing. Congratulations, you win.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking, I was like, well, shit, I'm live, and like, you know, we have friends and family members and all that other shit calling. They could have seen somebody jacking off in front of me, and then I was just
exactly.
Like, all right, great. Well, what do I do with this video?
Yeah.
Nothing I can do with this. So Instagram's cracking down on this shit, and it's like, you know.
Plus, like, everybody's going live right now.
Yeah, everyone.
Everyone is
going
and
live.
That means everyone. You know what I mean? Every celebrity, everything.
Yeah.
It's like the whole story top of your Instagram is
live
lives.
Yeah.
So you're like swiping through lives instead of, and it's just like, really? Like, where were you?
Yeah.
Where have you been all these years?
Yeah. What's cracking? What's happening? And because a lot of people see it, you can gain numbers and followers really quickly if you're interesting enough on there. And like, dude, Tory Lanez, again, mediocre rapper.
Sure.
Great Instagram personality.
Yeah.
He's over, I think he went from like 800,000 to like close to 7 million followers now. And it's like, yes, you should follow him on Instagram. It's entertaining as shit.
Yeah.
And clearly it's going to help his brand going forward. And it's awesome. There is a lot of other people where I'm just like, holy shit, man. What are you going live for? I'm not going to say their names, but there's a couple guests that I wanted on this show, and then I see them going Instagram live, and I'm like, what the fuck do you do? Like,
yeah.
How interesting are you if you're just like, hey guys, come, I'm in quarantine, 18. What are you guys up to? Yeah? Cool, man.
Yeah.
You know, and you're just like,
yeah.
Oh, boy, you should definitely not be going live.
Right.
Not at all.
But they probably get more.
They do. They get more followers.
Viewers, followers than us.
And I'm just
but,
like,
you know, such is the world.
I guess, man. I mean, maybe I should put more stock into that and like trying, but I don't feel that I'm interesting all goddamn day, every 24 hours out of the day.
No, you aren't.
I'm interesting on all these shows.
Sometimes, yeah.
18 hours of the day I am, but not
every once in a while, yeah, you are.
Yeah. It's like, you don't
hit and
need
miss.
to see me going
hit and
live.
miss for sure, but yeah.
I went live when Kenny Rogers died. That was important. Important to the people. All right? You don't lose K-Raj like that.
Oh, you went live. Yeah, well, you did a whole series.
Yeah.
You did a whole series before that of Rogers. I do love seeing the videos that people send in of them doing Rogers.
The Kenny Rogers tribute, yeah.
I really like that. I want that to be a thing because it is really funny.
Here's the deal, because like if you tag me in something, on Instagram, right? In particular, like a story. If it's cool enough, I'll always reshare it, like always. Just because I'm amped you're watching the show or hanging out or whatever the fuck, watching my movies, whatever you're doing, right? Reading the books. If you do it with Rogers, if you tag yourself on a story, just screaming out Rogers with the gambler playing in the background, you have to be drinking something. I will repost it every single time. Yeah. Every single time I will repost it. I think I got 5 last night, and all of them got reposted, and I was like, great. Rogers! So the deal is this. You got to scream out Rogers, be drinking something, and play the gambler in the background. Now, the beauty of Instagram is this. You don't even have to buy the goddamn song because it's on there. You can go through the music and just click on Kenny Rogers, the gambler, and pop it in your video. It's free. So, yeah, if you do that on my Instagram and just tag at ST James, you're getting reposted real quick.
Craig says that you don't.
I do all the time. Here's the thing. People misspell it, though. Because it's at ST James, usually they leave out an S. And that's the thing. And it's all lowercase. So some people go uppercase, and you can't do that either. It's all lowercase, and it's at ST James. But some people misspell it, and it goes to somebody else. I don't know who that is. But whoever that motherfucker is just waking up with a folder full of Rogers and not understanding why. And they're like,
I get
Jesus.
cool stuff, too. Like Chris Beerworth sent me a picture of his toenails painted. Sparkly.
Look at that.
So, like, we all get cool stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brag.
Humble brag. It's a very humble brag of you.
Thank you, Brittany. Hello, Richard.
What up?
Hello, everybody. What up?
Yeah. Craigers. Yeah,
Craig.
Dude. I'll repost you. You got to tag me correctly, brother. Just tag me.
Did you block Craig?
Fuck no. I don't block Craig.
I don't block Craig.
Craig Dulesky is life. Life is Craig Dulesky. So, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't block Craig.
I don't block Craig.
People just misspell my thing all the time.
Okay, I got you.
Here's the real shit. Some asshole took Ross Patterson, some fucking kid over in London. I can't get the tag back, so I had to go with something else. And then there is a
fake. It's Saint.
Yeah. There's a fake one of me.
Saint James.
Correct. So there's a like fake accounts for me. So like don't believe those either. I've got a blue check mark next to my name, and like that should suss it out. You can just type in Ross Patterson, and it's right there, and it'll take you to that. But
right.
And I'll be the first up over the guy from fucking London who wouldn't give up his goddamn thing, and it's just like pictures of his dog. I'm like,
yeah, but
fuck you, dude.
That's his name. Why doesn't he have the right to his own name?
Because I was born well before him, and he did it on purpose. So I hit him up.
He did it on purpose?
He did. So I hit him up. We had a guy. Same thing happened with Matt Best. He's got like underscores and shit. Two people took our names, and then we had a guy reach out to the people that own these, and the guy that owns mine was just like, yeah, I'll give it to you for fucking, I don't know, 10 grand or whatever it was. And I was just like, you motherfucker. And Instagram now, I was like, I don't have that many followers. You can go suck my dick. And then that's when they came out with blue check marks. The blue check marks then prevented that of like,
yeah.
Hey man, this is the real person, not the guy with the dog.
You could put the real Ross Patterson. Is that taken?
No, it wasn't taken. But like people that I've followed already, like Aaron Paul, right? I followed Aaron Paul. Like he's Glass of Whiskey because somebody jacked Aaron Paul. Oh. So it was like, you gotta kind of pick something that you like at that point once your name is gone, because I don't want to put like Ross _ Patterson, the real one _ fame
not
boy.
The fake one.
Yeah,
underscore dash.
Yeah, underscore dash.
Me.
Hyphen,
It's me.
Beef bowl. And it's like, how do I follow you on Instagram? So it's Ross _ dash.
It's Don Cheadle's driveway.
It's Don Cheadle's driveway _ beef bowl. So Yoshinoya beef bowl.
Bebo.
Yeah. So there you are in there. James, we got some sponsors who pay for this whole fucking show to be on the air.
And we're so happy to have them here.
We are.
And we like to sing, and you love it because we really hit all the notes.
Every single time. And all of these are recording quality, so if you're at home. By the way, shout out to Eric Tanzi for he sent over a bottle of rum.
What?
And it's this dope-ass Instill distilling hat. Look at this.
I know, I saw it, I almost stole it, but
fucking rad, dude.
You took it. But
it's rad. Here's the thing about companies. If you, like, I know everybody wants to make hats and T-shirts.
Here's the
just
thing
make them fucking cool, and everybody will wear them. Like, this hat was so dope, I was like, oh, shit, I'm wearing this today.
Sure.
I didn't even give a fuck what was on it. Like, it could have been Alec, It could have been Alex Box of Little Dicks. It could have just said that right on there. If you make it a cool logo, fuck yeah, I'll wear it, man. Alex Box of Little Dicks. So Eric Tanzi, you made a fucking dope-ass logo and a dope-ass hat. I'll wear this shit for free. God damn it. I love it. I just like cool shit. And I'm looking for more T-shirts, for Christ's sakes. They're bragging. They're bragging by saying everything's 25% off.
It is.
You believe that shit?
Still is.
Still is. Even though the pandemic is starting to crest, they want you to crest in that bed with a loved one.
Oh, yes.
Want you to make love, have a little baby after the COVID is over. Make love 25% off everything in the entire store. Pillows, sheets, mattresses, adjustable bases, you name it. And as always, they have a 36-month pay-as-you-go program. No interest. No one on the interwebs is doing that, Jabes. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros today. Next up, we got keeps.com/revolution. Keep the hair you got. And over 90% of cases, you use Keeps. Keeps all your fucking hair. Keeps the rest of that shit from falling out. We're doing a little trial with them. And that's going to keep on fucking dang-a-langin', Jabes.
Okay.
It's going to keep on dang-a-langin' throughout the whole fucking year. You know what I'm saying?
Is that screen out?
Go to keeps.com/revolution.
Right.
And get your Keeps on. What's going on, Jamie? We lost the camera?
Was the screen out?
Was the screen out?
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
All right. Well, fuck it. That's what we do because we're live every day. No, you're not. You got a blank screen up on the screen here. No, Jamie. Ooh, no, it's up. We're just on one.
It's going. That's the delay, bro.
Yeah, there's a 40-second delay.
All right. If you say so. We're back. We're back. So is keeps.com/revolution. Keep what you got, kids. It's free. 30-day trial. Keep your fucking hair, dude. Look, if you're clean bald, it's not going to do anything for you. But if you've got some hair left, it is. Go to keeps.com/revolution today. Next up, we got strikeforceenergy.com.
Boom, 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 boom. Shabloinkers.
James, does this haunt you like Pac-Man every time I go towards my drink?
Yeah. Oh, don't
Yeah.
do it, man. You're gonna be out of control, dude. You're gonna be unbearable, man.
I gotta drink up the extra that teased on down the bottle. It's a little pre-strike force that just dripped down that bottle. A little pre-strike force, you know.
Oh, that's mine now.
Losing cameras left and right here today. Man, we're going down here. Go to strikeforceenergy.com today. Promo code REVOLUTION for 20% off of everything. They got 4 amazing flavors. Grape, original, lemon, orange, all of it. No carbs, no sugars, getting you through the fucking days. Got to do it, kids. Got to do it. Go to Strikeforce Energy. They deliver everywhere in the entire world. Promo code REVOLUTION, 20% off. Are these cameras on their last legs? If you're watching the YouTube show, the cameras are on their last legs, aren't they?
I mean, yes and no.
We've used them for a long time, right?
We really have. We've used them from back. Yeah, heat, and just
4 years old.
Constantly using them every day.
Yeah, we'll get some new cameras in here.
Like literally every day.
Every day, all day. Hey, we're here 5 days a week with you guys now. We're doing this every single day until the pandemic is over, and we might continue it. We might just keep fucking going.
I think we will continue going. We might go a little bit earlier after the pandemic just because I know people will be at work at that time.
True,
but
yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll take a poll before, you know.
Yeah. Last but not least, straightrazors.com. This is what they came for, Jabes.
Ooh, that's a clean cut. Smooth.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, you right?
Oh, that was Bang Bang Con right there.
Sorry.
Bang Bang Con.
Sorry, everybody.
Bang Bang Con. Bang Bang Con is what that is.
For my gorgeous voice.
So here's the deal, kids. Straight razors is for dudes. For there to be a man in this world, you know? Shave up, dude. We might try to get a female razor for you. I feel bad.
Yeah, I can't really use that, but I appreciate that you do. So
it's my favorite.
And women can buy them for their husbands, boyfriends, dads, brothers, sons, grandsons, uncles.
Yep.
Godfathers.
Cousins.
You
can use it for everybody. Be a real man in this life. Shave up. Do it. Go to straightrazors.com, promo code REVOLUTION. 20% off. The big savings there. Ooh, you're a real big boy now, aren't you? Whoopsie ding dong.
You're so stupid.
I'm not, though. Jay,
yeah, you are, though.
You know what I'm tired of seeing? We do these shows every single day. We're
What'd you
going
say?
live every day. You know what I'm tired of seeing?
Tired of seeing.
Tired of it.
Okay.
Sick of it. Can't take it no more. I got to step back.
It was a blended word for sure.
I got to step back. That's why I'm tired of it. The fucking K-pop shit dominating Twitter. I go there for news. I use Twitter for news every single day. Mm-hmm. The K-pop shit has got to fucking end. Bang Bang Con is trending now.
What is this?
It's all the K-pop bands, BTS. Mm-hmm. It's all their bullshit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what any of that means. No one in America is listening to this dog shit.
I don't know who these people are, but
I've never met one. I've never met one in
one.
my entire life that's like, man, you know what I love? BTS.
Is it Korean Americans? Like, do we have that many?
I can't tell, man. No, we don't. We don't have that many here.
Maybe we do.
No, we don't. Not enough to flood
like
Twitter.
Like in Missouri or something?
I think it's tied into this because you can do it like based on your country. I think they're letting in a couple other countries because every day they're trending for some bullshit of like, oh, it's fucking,
So maybe it's a global chart
Ghost
situation.
Dork. And I'm like, the fuck is Ghost Dork trending for? And they're like, it's been 4 years since this song has come out by BTS. And it's like, what? I've never heard one kid. Look, we go to child's parties fucking religiously every goddamn weekend, I feel like.
Not
right?
anymore, but
Not
yeah.
anymore, but we did. And when we did, not one single child is like, oh, man, let's throw on some BTS.
Yeah, no.
Get me a BTS T-shirt. Get me a BTS doll. Get me a BTS pinata. I've never heard one woman, like a house mom, just say, oh, yeah.
A house mom?
To BTS. Housewife. House mom. Fuck ever, dude.
Jeez, that was eerily close to a...
House mom? What's that?
No, yeah, but yeah.
That's the house mom is what controls the fraternities.
Okay.
We have a house mom.
Oh.
Ours was Mom Bailey. Rest in peace. She's dead now. She was 88 years old. So what we tried to do, since we're going on this rabbit hole, why the fuck not? It was mandatory for colleges that you had to have a house mom in your house.
It couldn't be a house dad?
Fraternities and sororities. It could, but here's why you don't want that. There's underage women and things like that. Like, you don't want a house dad around. Look, every dude in America would apply to be a house dad. That would be the most coveted job in America. It was like, oh, man, looking for work. What? Man, I just want to be a house dad at a fraternity house.
Sure.
Oh, you do? You don't say. God damn it, man. I think every dude would want to be a house dad if that was the fucking thing. But
they want to know if you ever had sex with the house mom.
Oh, with Mom Bailey? No, she was 88. But
when she was your house mom?
Yes.
She was 88?
Yeah, she was 88 years old when she was my house mom.
She could still be alive.
No, she's not. She's definitely not alive.
Well, we don't know when you went to college.
5 years ago, so she'd be 93.
Sure, yeah.
Probably didn't make it.
5 years.
So here's why you hire a super old lady to be your house mom. They are in bed by 6 o'clock.
And sleep like...
I take that back. So Jeopardy used to come on at 7 in Ohio, at Ohio State. So like... She would like to have a meal at 6 and then go watch Jeopardy at 7. Then she was out. It was nighty night time for Ma Bailey. And so we would, like a handful of us would go in and kind of play Jeopardy with her, and just kind of sit with her or whatever. And obviously I would fucking work her every single night. I mean, just house her in Jeopardy.
At Jeopardy. Yes, at Jeopardy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
No, I'm just wondering. I
I'm
wasn't
not working
sure.
her pussy
No, I wasn't
night.
like. I'm just trying to follow the
Who's
story,
this
man.
dirtbag?
Dude, I'm trying to follow the story. I'm just like, okay, so you were playing Jeopardy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Playing Jeopardy with Ma Bailey.
Winning. You were winning.
Working her, yeah, dude.
You were winning.
Yeah.
In the game of Jeopardy.
Slapping that ass in Jeopardy.
Okay.
And,
okay.
Really bending her over and taking everything out of her in Jeopardy.
Okay, cool.
And she would be like, oh, you're so smart,
Right.
Other people I found out later would go in and like let her win. And they were like, oh, you don't let her win? And I was like, no, dude. Like,
that's your problem. You don't let people win,
No,
dude.
I've got to keep my smarts up as well. Like, hey, I gotta make sure. I can't let an 88-year-old beat me. You know what that would have done to my psyche at that age, that tender age. So I fucking worked her, dude. Worked her hard in Jeopardy. Anyways, she would go to bed at 7:30, lights out for her.
Yes.
And then that way the parties and the rest of the chaos could continue she was out at 88. She wasn't getting up for dick. So like
she would sleep like sound.
You could go buck wild, yeah. So
when you guys were playing Jeopardy, you didn't put a little doot in the drink?
No,
or anything?
No need. She was 88.
Oh.
So that was the beauty of it. And whenever they used to have this like fraternity sorority police that would come by, I forget the name of it, and they would make sure that your house mom was there, you know, so that way it was like there's a responsible adult there. It was like she was fucking 88, right?
Right.
It was only one time where, I mean, we went for it on this party. It was called like a green party. Just fucking stupid, where everybody had to wear all green. Dumbest shit ever. Sure. No reason for it. Just another excuse to throw a party.
Right.
Somebody made hunch punch in like a fucking troughs of this shit, and like people, and it was all golden grain.
It's called hunch punch.
Yeah, it was all golden grain alcohol, right? So we had gotten really fucked up and damaged the house and really fucked shit up. She woke up in the morning, and I heard her screaming in the hallway because my room was like above hers, down the hall a little bit, and I heard her screaming in the hallway, and I was like, she's like, I'm so shocked at this. I can't believe what's going on in here. I was like, and I'm hungover as shit. That's the last thing I needed was an 88-year-old woman screaming fucking 9 a.m. on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, what's up, Mom Bailey? What's cracking down here? She was like, I don't understand what you guys do. I don't understand. And I was like, let me help you out. What don't you understand? And maybe I can help you with this.
Sure.
And she goes, it's not so much the beer cans or the dirt. It's the destruction. Why do you want to destroy the place that you live in? And I was
that's the problem, right?
Well, Mom Bailey, you know, some things happen in life that are unexplainable. Like a huge horse trough full of golden grain liquor mixed with 84 different types of juices.
Yeah.
Things get out of control and men become men, Mom Bailey. And I was like, you're under a salary here because she got a nice salary to live there.
Right.
And I was like, so we're going to have some pledges come in and clean this up, and we're going to look the other way on this one, all right? And I'll see you tonight when I beat you yet again in Jeopardy.
What did she do? What did she say?
Like, I don't know why you have me here. And I was like,
well,
I got her in the room, closed the door, and there was like 3 other people standing outside. And I go, I can tell you why you're fucking here. So we need somebody in their late 80s who's going to shut the fuck up and let us rage. And that's you, Mom Bailey. So tonight, when it comes up with, you know, the final Jeopardy question is natural wonders around the world. I'm going to tell you it's Niagara Falls. You're going to fucking miss it. And I'm going to win again, Mom Bailey.
Right.
Sorry. It's not so much the dirt. It's the destruction.
Yeah, but I mean,
sorry.
That's the thing. You know, beer cans, whatever, but like the destruction of property.
She was our Aunt B, you know, just, but a little older. Tack on 30 years to Aunt B. That's where we were at, you know? So, yeah, just kind of what needed to shake out at the time, Jabes.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's way
but
cool,
R.I.P.
dude.
Mom Bailey. This entire show is dedicated to her and all she did.
Oh.
I'm assuming she's dead.
She's got to be dead.
Yeah. Or she's superhuman, you know?
Right, because she would be like 120, isn't that right?
No, I was in college 5 years ago, so she'd be about 93 right now. You know, a lot of people live to that age.
Sure.
Fucking RBG is 87 or whatever. So
right.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
But that would be the greatest job of all time. If that job existed for everything, every dude in America would apply for that. If there was a house dad, holy shit. Especially at a sorority.
I don't think that would be good, but yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what that charity I opened is aiming to do. Fathers Without Boundaries.
Yeah.
You know, just helping out young girls figure out their lives. But yeah, if you could go back, if you could tell a guy, because let's face it, let's say you had a high pressure job, right? You were working at fucking Morgan Stanley or something like that, or a slave to the numbers, cold calling people, whatever it is. And then right around, let's say 50, you had enough money and you were like, fuck this shit. I would love to have the easiest $60,000 job there is, rage my face off, divorce my wife, leave my family because they're assholes, and then just kind of do whatever I want to do. House dad at a fraternity is the #1 job in America that everyone would want to do. We had this dirtbag cook, Richard, real dirtbag. He said he was in Vietnam. I never got confirmation of that.
Yeah.
But he would always linger. Like his hours were supposed to be to cook breakfast and lunch for the house, and then he would linger
dude.
as like the party was setting up, and he'd just come out and be like, "Oh man, oh
you motherfuckers,
man.
right?
Yeah, I bet you're getting a lot of pussy tonight, aren't you?" And he was every time he'd give this lean that would just say to us like he was just waiting for that one time when we were like, "Hey Richard, would you fucking join us tonight for a party?"
Ooh, did you?
Why don't you bring your big old dick to this party tonight? No, God damn it, we didn't invite Richard to the party.
Why?
If we would have, that's a rape sesh waiting to happen. Could you imagine, dude?
Oh, okay. No, I don't know because I didn't know. I don't know him.
Well, I'm just saying
I'm not saying all older cooks rape. That's not what I said. That's what you said. That's what you said.
That's a big part of the demographic right there.
I didn't say that, though. You are saying
I'm
that.
looking at the CDC numbers. They're saying 68% of cooks over the age of 50 are possible rapists. So that is a statistic that's...
they rape, yeah.
They rape.
Yeah, yeah.
And we know that.
Yeah. No, I was saying, like, I didn't know that. I didn't want to assume.
Well,
and you were saying, like, dude, like, what do you think? Like, oh, okay, I was just giving Richard the benefit of the doubt and not being like, oh, he's an older cook. Rape.
Yeah, rape. You worked in the service industry a long time.
Sure.
What would you say about the cooks? In my experience, they were all fucking dirtbags pretty much.
They weren't rapey. They were just, like, down to party. They didn't ever grow up. So I don't think he thought, well, whoever Richard was, like, he didn't think he was 50 or whatever. He thought he was 30. You know what I mean? He was every
bit of 50, I can promise you
that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, in his mind, he wasn't.
Okay. Well, look, in the service industry, when I was in the service industry, when I get hopped up on that strike force, I'll skip a word here and there, brother.
It's hard to hear, to understand you.
In the service industry, the cooks that I've worked with in the past, 100% dirtbag. First of all, you get all your drugs from them, right? I think it's universal. The cooks always had drugs, no matter what you wanted.
Yep.
Coke was a big one.
You have to.
Yeah, right?
To keep those hours, yeah.
Yeah, you have. So if you were looking for Coke, go to the cook.
Sure.
If you were looking for weed, go to the Mexican cook. Right?
Yeah.
They always have the best weed.
Yeah.
White cooks, Coke, Mexicans, weed. Mexican cooks, yeah. And then after work, if you had a work party or whatever, like those motherfuckers were grimy as shit and down for whatever.
Yeah.
Never showered, and we're just like, well, fuck it.
Yeah.
I just got head from so and so, and you're just like, oh man,
sure.
Her?
Yeah.
It was always like her.
Yeah.
That's the conquest. I wouldn't be talking about that one publicly. But that was kind of the go-to for them.
Yeah.
The go-to for them. But this whole thing with the BTS, by the way, is it's a government conspiracy and it's a Twitter conspiracy.
It's a prank that's being played on me.
It is, yeah. So I'm not down for it. I'm tired of seeing it, and I wish there was some fucking setting where I could just turn that off. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other setting, too, about seeing people's tweets that I don't fucking follow. Elizabeth Warren was yesterday.
Okay.
She said, "Congratulations, Bernie," when we were getting out of here, and when he got out of the race.
Okay.
And just said, "I'm going to work as hard as I can to help defeat the elitist and the rich and the well-connected."
Okay.
Like, everything you just described is Joe Biden, and you're probably going to be his VP. Didn't need to see that tweet, Elizabeth.
Well, at that point, she had to know if you do say that there is some stuff going on behind the scenes. At that point, she had to know that. So we don't know.
Okay.
We don't know.
We don't know. Let me ask you this: are you a 21 Pilots fan?
Is that a Blurry Face?
What?
Is that the Blurry Face song?
What's that?
Is that the young boy with the black neck tattoo?
It is?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They have a new song out, and that is trending #1. I was unaware that people were waiting for the next 21 Pilots song.
They are big among, young gals. Yeah.
Alec, hum a few tunes from something 21 Pilots.
I'm Blurry Face, and I don't care what you think. My name is Blurry.
That's the name of the song is Blurry Face?
I don't know. Maybe. Look it up. You have a computer too.
I do.
We all have fucking computers.
What did they do, Alec?
Stressed Out is the one where they're on the tricycles.
Stressed Out.
That's the one Jay was doing. Is a big one.
How do I not know this fucking
Stressed Out?
I listen to everything. I listen to everything, and I'm pretty shocked by this that I really don't know 21 Pilots like maybe I should.
You want me to pop it in your ear?
Is that even possible? Pop it in if you can. Their new song is Level of Concern. It's trending #1, and people are shit. It's got 500,000 downloads in under an hour. Oh, fuck. I do know this song. What's the name of this song, Jamie?
Stressed Out.
I do know that song. I never knew the name of it. Never knew the band. To me, that was like a, 5 Doors Down sitch?
Whoa.
3 Doors Down?
3 Doors, yeah.
It's that,
you wanted to go 5 doors.
Yeah, I wanted to,
because
but they made me
3 doors. You were like, no, thank you.
Rape sesh.
I need to go 2 more doors down.
There's a lot of bands like that are very 3 doors down, where it all sounds the same, and you're like, oh, is that 3 doors down, or is that the new one?
Or like Candlebox.
Yeah, yes.
Is it Candlebox? What song is that? Candlebox. It's not Candlebox, I don't think. Maybe.
It's the world I know.
No.
Those type of people.
It's the world I far behind, right?
Dude, 21 Pilots is 10.5 million subscribers. That's crazy, man. I know all their music now, looking at it, and I'm like, oh yeah, don't know one of these titles, but you play all of their songs. I know all of them.
Sure. Sure.
But I've never heard anybody in real life, same with BTS, being like, oh man, you want to go check out that 21 Pilots show? You want to take some drugs and go to that 21 Pilots show? Let's get some MDMA and go to that 21 Pilots show.
Their shit is pretty catchy, I have to say.
It is catchy as fuck.
So
as soon as you play it, I know what it is. Where I'm just like,
my 16-year-old girl self is like loving it.
21 Pilots Stressed Out official video has 1.9 billion views. Holy shit. And I know that song.
For sure.
Man, it's boring as shit. It could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they put out hits though. Good for them. I'm just really surprised to see them at the top of the charts now. Of like, man, thank God 21 Pilots came out with their new hit during the pandemic.
Oh yeah.
Because now we can really get wet.
But this is the time I think I'm like kind of pissed off at people like pushing their albums back.
Like
and
Gaga?
Well, Gaga is a little bit different in that you want to like hear it in the club and it needs to like be remixed like right away.
Right.
And it's a totally different vibe.
Uh-huh.
But there's some people that you're like, just fucking like Sam, what's his name?
Drake. Drake's been putting out shit.
Drake's been putting out shit. But there's a lot of people that are pushing their albums that are already done, Dua Lipa, whatever, to pushing them till later. And you're like, dude, this is the time when we need shit.
Need music, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, that Drake call, that Tuesday slide.
Uh-huh.
Jesus Christ. What was it? 4 hours later that exploded. There was like over a 1 million TikTok tags on that goddamn thing.
Really?
He made that song for TikTok. Yes. Did you see the video he posted with the guy in the fingers?
Huh?
The finger video that he posted doing the Tuesday slide?
Ugh.
It has become the biggest TikTok challenge there is. Like I called that an hour after that song came out. I was like, he just made this for TikTok. That's
I have
it.
cookies. Do you want one?
Where'd you get them from?
No, it'd just be your reward.
Oh, shit.
For getting
I actually
it
wanted
right.
cookies. I was like, fuck. Yeah, I'd love a cookie. I love a nice Girl Scout cookie in my gullet right now.
Oh, that's the real tragedy of this whole thing.
Yeah, where are those goddamn things?
I
It's
know.
springtime.
They couldn't do it.
No. Boy Scouts never sold shit, and now they're bankrupt from all the pedophile things. But Girl Scout cookies is all we have left.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I never mind when they come to the door. It's like, rally up.
Yeah.
What do you go? What's your go-to on that Girl Scout cookie side?
I do a thin mint. I know, lame, dumb.
Boring,
dumb. But I also like the coconut thingy with the chocolate lines on the top.
Yes, that's my favorite one too.
Yeah,
I don't know the name of it.
It's coconut thingy with the lines on top.
That's what I get down on. Yeah, but they can't go out and sell shit. I wonder if they're gonna go under soon. You know?
Yeah.
Need a cookie dunk. And you do fucking cookies.
I think you can get them online, but it kind of defeats the whole purpose of like supporting their troop.
They're going to pull that clip of this video and just say, don't go to that guy's house. And it's just me going, I need some cookies. I need those fucking cookies, dog. Oh, give me those cookies. By the way, for the audio listeners, I'm tapping my vein in my arm as if it's heroin, not slapping my ding dong. So
no,
they're probably
I think
hearing
they
that slapping
figured
in the background and being like, whoa.
I think they figured.
Is he,
I think you underestimate our audience.
Tapping his dick on the table? Is he tapping that dong on the table?
No, I don't think anyone thought that.
Is he putting his
interesting
balls all over the table?
No, I don't think anyone thought that.
I need those cookies, dog. I need them. You know what I need them?
Well, we need to know the difference.
Next week.
So let me hear the difference
between.
So you slapping your vein and then the dick on the table.
Okay, so well, I don't know if the mics will pick it up, but the video listeners can share. Yeah, so this. I need some cookies. I need some cookies, dog.
Okay, now that's the vein, guys. That's the vein.
That is purely the vein. Now, the other one, if it was just my dick of, I need some cookies.
No, not a simulation.
I need some cookies, dog.
Not a simulation.
Oh, you want me to put my? Don't test me, James. I pull my dick out every goddamn day in these streets. Like, if you know me. If we weren't doing a video show right now, D&Bs would be out, dude.
What's the point? If there's no documentation.
I remember in one of our early shows, since we're talking about it, I was going off on some rant, and it was audio only. There was no video, and you just go, yeah, cool. And you just plopped out a tit.
Sure.
And it took everything in me not to die laughing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know me. I pull that dong out, no matter what. I don't give a shit.
You would.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if I need those cookies.
But you know the boards are going. The boards are lit up.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
Pull it out. I know. Look, we're already shadow banned on YouTube, hence the low amount of fucking subscribers on here. We have 12. Across all these shows, by the way, we get somewhere in the 12 to 14 million download range a month audio-wise. But on YouTube, we have like 40,000 subscribers. Like, we're shadow banned as fuck. It's just fine. The last part would be me pulling my dick out. They would just rip this off the air, and then everyone would be out of jobs because it would just be me and you in a Zoom.
Right. Well.
Old school. For real.
Old school, bro. Old school. They're waiting.
We used to do it. Yeah, they're all
waiting.
Oof. If this pandemic stretches on until the fall, and I'll tell you what, if we lose college football over it, I'll do a pull my dick out show where we can examine every last inch of it. Hey, Jamie, what kind of camera do we need for something like that to go through every bump on my scrot?
You're gonna probably need a macro lens. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so then we'll get a whole lens package. So we'll go macro so you can really see in there, and then we'll get the long lens.
A fisheye would be fun.
Yeah, and then we'll get the long lens on there to a fisheye would be. I could Beastie Boy my dick and balls in the camera. Yeah. So what you want style?
What you want?
If this pandemic stretches on till then, we'll do a full hour of just my dick and balls, and then I'll pre-record it. So that way Morgan Freeman can narrate it. You know?
I can put that into the feed.
Yeah, and I can just do it right now. Oh, there he is. There he is. It looks like the surface of the moon. Look at the craters in his balls. Look at that dick and balls. He's about to free it like Andy Dufresne. He's about to. And what we'll do is, who was the picture in the jail cell? Was it...
It was
Raquel Welch.
Raquel Welch.
Yeah. We can have so what we'll do is we'll start off with a picture, one of the posters of Raquel Welch, and then the dick and balls will go through that, just like Shawshank Redemption, and that will start it and be like, oh no, there he is, crawling through a river of shit for 100 yards just to get out on the other side. You know?
Yeah.
And then we'll just end it with a long beach shot of you coming up to me on the beach, and I'll be sanding my penis at the end of it, and then you're walking down.
Don't drag me into your drama, dude.
We'll end it with Say Watanejo, obviously.
Okay.
Oh, Say Watanejo. And then you give me a huge hug, you know, and then that's kind of the end of it, and we're on the beach together. Because at that point, the beaches will not be open. The pandemic is still going on.
Right.
We could shoot a nude scene on the beach, and nobody's going to say shit to us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no. Oh, boy. Say Wataneo. And as the shows go on daily, by the way, we're just going to get crazier and crazier because that's the world right now, Japes.
Yeah, it is the world.
Today was an awesome, weird show. I really enjoyed it.
Me too.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys did too. Thanks for everybody who keeps tuning in on YouTube during the shadow ban, by the way. I'm amped about that. I think you have to set it to, what is it, Alec? You've got to set it to notification? You have to click the bell icon. Yeah, click the bell icon and go to notification. That way it'll just pop up on your phone wherever you are. But we're going to try to go at noon every single day. We're having a contest on iTunes. Best review wins for Ross Patterson Revolution on iTunes.
And we can respond to a couple.
Yeah. So you start chatting with the people. I'm going to see how many
people right now.
I'm going to see how many reviews we are short of.
Okay.
1,000, because we're getting close to 1,000, which is nice.
Let's see what you got, guys. I mean, we have all the
homies. Shout out the homies.
All
first.
the homies. We have, I mean, in the girls section, straight Danielle Crum, what up, girl? Brittany C, how you doing? And then we have all the dudes. Ruben, Richard, Greg, Beerworth, the Hawk, freaking Jacob Nickel is becoming a regular, a series regular. Safety First Medical, I think, is working.
Yeah.
So it feels like he's kind of, I don't know, it feels like he's popping in. He's in there, but Nico the Greco, Abby. Thank you to everyone who commented on how beautiful I am. It's the best way to get shouted out.
It's true. By the way, you're the hottest. James is the hottest person on the planet. I have no fucking.
Oh my god.
I have no qualms saying that.
So hard to stay mad at him, guys.
Yeah.
The boys been requesting just a solo of Jay. Can I go to just Jay for
A solo of Jessie Wiseman?
just Jessie.
Absolutely. Yeah. Go to can you put her just on one screen?
She's on it.
Oh my gosh.
There it is.
Look
There
at
you
me,
go.
you guys.
Yeah.
Whoa.
3 days.
We'll end this show with just Jessie and tell you what.
Now
we'll let you talk to the people and we'll let you take us out of here tonight.
Oh, all right. This is crazy. Do you guys have any questions about Ross and how I deal with it? How I'm still even here? Jamie pulled through. Jamie, good job. Good job. Blammo. 0 qualms from Safety First Medical. Thank you. Jables 2024. Yeah, you know. The what?
Comments are on fire, you know? They love you. It's your show.
It's my show. Let's see. This is what the people need. I mean, Crime Corner, I could do a real quick one for you guys. Louisiana woman beat boyfriend with his prosthetic leg after he tried to break up with her. That's just off the cuff, you guys. That's just me riffing, okay? So a woman beat up her ex-boyfriend with his own prosthetic leg because he tried to break up with her. They were obviously drinking. What I love is her name as well. It's Michelle Jackson, but obviously I first thought it was Michael because I'm dumb. And so I was like, Michael Jackson was drinking with her now ex-boyfriend when he told her he wanted to see someone else. Yeesh. The man went to sleep without incident. I mean, so far as he thought, there was no incident. Man went to sleep without incident, but woke up the next morning with an injured hand and a large cut on his head that was dripping with blood. So she actually beat him up in his sleep, and he woke up battered. So anyways, I love you guys, and this is what the... for Ross Patterson and Jessie Wiseman. This is the Jessie Wiseman Revolution. Good afternoon.